And we are back. This is going to be game 2 of SG Esports versus Continuum. SG taking the first game pretty, well, towards the end it was pretty comfortably. The Monkey King as well as the Marana being able to offer the split push. Monkey King going for a Battle Fury build, which we don't usually see. But that's what was opted for, and let's just make sure. It looks like, hang on. That's pretty good. The why we're not coming through in game. Okay, let's try and change this up. Okay, hopefully if we do a quick disconnect and reconnect. Something always seems to break. Okay, hopefully. Yes, we're here. We're in game. We're on the stream. If I change this back now, good stuff. Yeah, everything, something always seems to break. So the draft so far, Jakiro Bounty Hunter going the way of SG. Meanwhile, the Lich and the Earthshaker going the way of Continuum. And now... So Earthshaker and Lich being picked up by Continuum. Picking up two of the most popular heroes in the meta at the moment. In fact, if you wanted to go a little bit further, they could pick up the Necrophos, which has just been banned out. The Venomancer, what was it? Necrophos, Venomancer, Monkey King, Night Stalker, pretty strong this patch as well, which has been banned out there by SG. So the Terrorblade being banned out there by SG now as well. Looks like they don't want a full-on cancer push coming out from the side of Continuum. So SG going into the reserve time. They ban out the Puck. Just a great hero that combos well with Lich as well as the Earthshaker. Being able to Dream Coil, throw out that Chain Frost into the Echo Slam. Does so much damage that it's just worth avoiding. Potentially could pick up someone like the Faceless Void though. Continuum. They ban out the Bloodseeker as well as the Batrider, so and the Timbersaw. Okay. Maybe potentially looking for someone like the Lifestealer, like the Legion Commander. Someone right-clicky, maybe even the Juggernaut. And they don't want that reactive armor to spoil the right-click damage. SG pick themselves up the Venomancer. Is this going to be a core? It looks like it could potentially be a core Venomancer, with the Jakiro as well as the Bounty Hunter already being picked up in that 4th and 5th position. You can run the mid Venomancer to great effect. The slows coming out of Jakiro over the top with the Ice Path as well as the dual breath. There is a lot of crowd control available on this team already. So now Continuum. They pick themselves up the Darkseer. Okay, that could actually go pretty darn well with the Lich as well as the Earthshaker. If they can get off a decent 3, 4, 5-man vacuum even, into an Echo Slam, into a Chain Frost, there's going to be some dead heroes on the side of SG. So SG do need to be careful with the positioning. They need to get that vision up and really not put themselves at risk. Because one good combo just from the 3 heroes picked up by Continuum already, that is going to be so many dead heroes on the side of SG. So now Continuum. They've got to pick themselves up, potentially a mid as well as the carry. SG looking for potentially an offlaner as well as a carry. And SG pick themselves up the Enchantress. That's more than likely going to be the offlane Enchantress. There's not... Well, yeah, the Earthshaker can throw down the Fissure to block a path. The Lich with the Frost Blast going to be able to slow her down as well, but maybe this changes up Continuum's line of thinking. They were potentially going for a right-click hero, banning out that Timbersaw on the carry, but Enchantress going to be able to deal with those right-clicks just because of the slow coming out on a passive. And Lich and Earthshaker, yeah, they can do a decent amount of magic damage, but really you want that burst damage potential to take down the Enchantress in that off lane. So now, continue looking for the pickup. It's going to be the Razor. Okay, with the Eye of the Storm, you can do a decent amount of burst damage. It's going to be good up against the Venomancer in the mid lane, if that's where they want to run it as well. Just being able to steal the damage from the Venomancer, so he can't really do anything. He does have these dots with the Poison Sting, but if you can't really do any actual damage, you've just got to worry about the ticks, which is easily countered by picking up a couple more tangos. And the Pugnet going to be the ban from SG. I wonder if this is going to be a safe lane Razor then. Or if... would he ban out by... This could actually be... It's going to be an Ember Spirit mid. So, Ember Spirit mid, it looks like it's going to be a safe lane Razor. Offlane Darkseer, Earthshaker and Lich supports. Meanwhile, Jakiro Bounty Hunter in the position 4 and 5. Venomancer looks like it's going to be a mid Venomancer. Enchantress in the offlane, and SG. They've just got to pick up the last hero now. They've got a minute, but they're not even going to use it. They pick up the Anti-Mage. Hold on. SG mean business with this draft. So yeah, Darkseer is going to be in the offlane. It looks like YSK more than likely going to be in the safe lane once again. Raya in the mid lane on the Ember Spirit. And now Cat as well as Lol in blue. Just going to pick up their heroes. Meanwhile, the side of SG, they already know the draft. They already know what they want to be picking up. So Lowland Blue picks himself up the Earthshaker, and it means Cat is going to be picking up the Lich in that position 5-ish. But with the sacrifice, I wouldn't be surprised to see Cat for the first 10-15 minutes maybe get ahead in levels of Lowland Blue. Just waiting for the strategy time to be over. Everybody picks their items, gets the game plan ready. So the game is going to be getting underway. This is game 2 of a best of 3 between SG as well as Continuum 1. Winner of this goes through to the winners bracket, I do believe. Meanwhile, the loser drops down into the dreaded loser bracket. So it's not just an instant elimination, you do get a second chance. Oh darn, that ping is getting up there. As for the, just trying to bring some good health to the game with those bananas. Anti-Mage going to be spotted up by the Observer Ward. I wonder if they're going to stack up and maybe look for an invade here. If the ping does get too bad, guys, we'll do a quick reconnect, but hopefully we won't need that. As Bounty Hunter spots out these 3 heroes with a ward of his own. The pings do come out. It looks like Cat and Lowland Blue are they going to be making a move forward? Yeah, the pings do come out. 3 heroes. YSK coming in there as well. Jakiro hasn't skilled anything up just yet. And Hijack doing what damage he can to Leposa, but Leposa can turn this around with his ranged attacks and do just as much. It looks like the Bounty Hunter did not get the rune. Okay, makes sense. As the Jakiro picks up the late one, just as the game gets underway, it looks like they're going to be shifting lanes, putting the Anti-Mage up against Anti-Mage up against the Darkseer, actually, which is going to be extremely hard with these iron shells. Meanwhile, mid lane, the damage is coming out. Rhea getting pretty low. There's going to be the Fisher blocking off the high ground. And is it going to be enough for the first blood? But there is a rotation through from the Bounty Hunter. It looks like the Venomancer is going to be going down. The Furry Fire from both mid-heroes being used to try and keep them alive. But Rhea being chased now by the Bounty Hunter. One more right click. It could even be the kill coming out from Leposa. As Bounty Hunter. The Fisher! The Invis Fisher finishes it off. And Lowland Blue secures the return kill onto the Bounty Hunter. 2-1, going the way of Continuum. And now, mid lane, Bounty Hunter comes straight back in with the Venomancer. Even Leposa probably giving control of this Hellbird Smasher to the way of the Venomancer. Forcing Rhea back, and look at him, he's only just come back into the lane. He's already got less than ideal health. Meanwhile, back on the bot lane, the rotations come in once again. The Darks here going to be throwing up the Iron Shells, and Anti-Mage again. It's going to be a decent amount of harass in the lane. Top rune, Cat. Going to be taking right clicks coming out from the Bounty Hunter, who did pick up that bounty rune. And now Cat just being chased down. Is Bounty Hunter, no, he just backs himself away. Bot lane. Hijack, not scared of getting in close, throwing an iron shell on himself, but he is out of mana now. Looking towards getting that soul ring, but he is about 300 gold away from completely finishing it off. Emil out once again mid lane. Venomancer just throwing the harass onto the Ember Spirit. And Earthshaker once again rotates in, holds the Fissure for now. Venomancer is up onto the high ground. Darkseer though, playing pretty brave, not scared of chasing down the Anti-Mage with these Iron Shells. Gets himself a little bit of mana back as well with the Sage's Mask. And he's trying to pull whatever he can. Does some of it, or at least the range creep, gets brought back, and now the Lich rotates down. And with the sacrifice, this is going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to the Anti-Mage's farm, especially if the Darkseer rotates him back up to the top lane after he uses this wave just to keep the dire wave back on this bottom lane. But there was a rotation in from the Razor as well as the Lich, and it looks like we're playing musical lanes as the Anti-Mage TPs himself up to the top. Leposa just going to be walking himself down to the bottom. It looks like Earthshaker playing it behind, and they're going to be looking for a gank onto the Jakiro while he's exposed. This Bounty Hunter picks himself up an Invis rune. The Centaur coming through from behind as well, but the Sentry Ward should do a decent amount of work for the Dire to be able to spot the Bounty Hunter out if he does try and move in. Venomancer going to go for it. The Centaur coming from behind as well. The Fissure is onto the Venomancer, and now the Searing Chains. Enchant Totem. Venomancer being chased down, but is it going to be enough before the Ember Spirit goes down? Venomancer, one more right click. They do secure the kill onto Raya. And without return, but the Surge comes out onto the Earthshaker. Runs himself into the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter could find another kill here, but Earthshaker... Oh, the Iron Shell, the TP coming in from the Ember Spirit now as well. Maybe just use to distract, and the Enchanted Totem finds the kill onto the Bounty Hunter. And now Venomancer does need to be careful, level 6, so he does have that level over the Ember Spirit, but... yeah, just going to be rotating himself to the shrine to heal himself back up. And once again, the musical lanes continue as the Razor as well as the Lich move themselves up to the top lane. And the Darkseer contests the bottom lane with the Jakiro as well as the Enchantress. Mid lane. Are they going to try and make another go of this? The Fissure is there, but he's got a tiny little gap to walk himself back up to the high ground. Enchant Totem not on the mark. It's 4DR. Maybe looks for this kill, but the creep's doing so much damage as he chases him down. The Venomancer only got himself 100 health. 43 now. Bottom lane tower under a lot of stress with the Jakiro being able to throw out the 2 points into the liquid fire. So the tier 1 tower on the bot lane does go down. Jakiro tries to catch out the Darkseer with that ice path, but it's not going to be on the mark. Oh, what did that go down? Just holding wards as well as Dust of Appearance. Theo coming through from behind. He is level 4. As soon as he gets that level 6, the net worth potential does start to go through the roof. Just with all that track bonus gold. Push coming in once again. It looks like SG, they want to end this game pretty darn quickly with the pushing power of Leposa as well as the Venomancer, the Jakiro as well, and Cat in a lot of trouble. The Fissure comes through, but it doesn't hit onto The Bounty Hunter now, the Searing Change comes out onto the Venomancer. Venomancer, Ice Path comes through, hits onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit being locked down and controlled with this Poison Sting as well as the Venomancer's wards as well. Oh, Bounty Hunter, one more right click. He doesn't have enough mana now for the Shuriken Toss, but a couple right clicks should be enough. As Cat gets taken down. And now no mana for the Shadow Walk. Fissure comes through as well. It could be the creeps. It's the Iron Shell that finishes it up. Meanwhile, the Anti-Mage. Close. Gonna go for his treads after getting the Perseverance. But it is only 8 minutes in. So this looks like it is an on-track 12-minute, 13-minute Battle Fury coming out from the Anti-Mage. And SG, they just have the bases covered. The game goes late, they have themselves an Anti-Mage, but meanwhile they do have the lane protection of the Venomancer, then the push potential of the Venomancer, Enchantress, Jakiro as well. And the Bounty Hunter. Going to be able to really accelerate the net worth of SG with those tracks once he gets level 6 now as well. Only level 4, close to the level 5. And it looks like the Enchantress as well as the Jakiro want to be pushing this top lane tower. The lines have been drawn. They want to stop this push on the top lane. But Enchantress level 6 does have the points in the impetus now as well. There's the Remnant flying forward with the Searing Chains as well as the Flame Guard. They secure the kill. The Fissure picking that one up. Meanwhile, mid lane, tier 1 tower with the Ice Armor. But it's getting pretty low now. And it looks like they want to make a move on Cat. And they're not going to be able to slow down with the Venomous Gale coming out. It looks like it's going to be the slow damage enough with the Shuriken Toss over the top as well. The right clicks. And Bounty Hunter secures that kill. Top lane though. Jakiro being chased down. Is he going to be able to get himself away? Static Link is available. The Ice Path being used just to slow him down. It looks like the Jakiro just buying time and creating space. Is he eventually going to be taken down? Or is he? Yeah, this... Lowland Blue does secure that with the Fissure. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Anti-Mage picks up the kill onto Rhea. And Bounty Hunter getting ever closer to that track. Bounty Hunter. Okay, it looks like he was... Is he maybe looking for the courier here? Could find YSK. The pings are there. But Enchantress got herself another Centaur, so he's going to be able to put pressure onto this tier 1 tower and doesn't have a lot of health. Only got himself 333 health. And YSK walks in. It's 4 points into the plasma field now, so that's going to be doing a decent amount of damage. Going to be able to help clear off the creeps, do damage to the Enchantress. And there's the Static Link over the top of the Ice Path comes out, slowing it down. The triple Remnant comes forward, or the double Remnant at least. Is there a Searing Chains? Is available. The Fissure, so the Remnant not even going to be needed as the Searing Chains comes out after the Fissure. And once again, Continuum secure another kill, 5 to 7. Anti-Mage getting close to the Battle Fury. 1400 gold, only one piece away from finishing this. And it looks like he's going to try and go for a kill. Just a little bit of harass onto Hijack. Meanwhile, the Bounty Hunter, he's living his life in this little box. Oh, the Sentry Ward. Cat is going to see this. The Ice Blast, it's only level 2. Does a fair amount of damage, but the Remnant comes out. The Dust over now as well. And the Fissure. Rhea secures the kill. And Bounty Hunter, living life in the dire side of the map, pays the price. Enchantress getting a bit of a free lane. Or free farm in the jungle at least. So SG, 5k net worth lead. And it looks like they want to make a go onto the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage trying to TP out. The Echo Slam. It looks like it wasn't. Didn't connect, but the Enchant Totem cancels the TP. And secures the kill onto the Anti-Mage. And it might just be the 270 ping, but I'm pretty sure the Echo Slam was on top of the Anti-Mage there. Meanwhile, Cat. Sentry Ward dropped from the Bounty Hunter, it looks like, just to maybe try and clear this up. The Fisher comes through the dust, but it's not going to be anywhere close to the Bounty Hunter. And now Venomancer rotates up, throws out the Venomous Gale, but there's going to be the search from the Darks here. It looks like Leposa, 4DR, want to be making this push onto the tier 2, take some more map control away from Continuum. As the TP comes in, Jakiro is there as well. Bounty Hunter coming through the back is level 6 now, so he does have that track. The Surge comes out, so this could be the Darks here in a lot of trouble. There's going to be the Searing Change as well as the Sleight Fist. Ice Path, going to keep the Ember Spirit locked down for now. He's going to try and get himself away to a Remnant. Bounty Hunter in a bit of trouble, throws out the Shuriken, but he's already going to be taken down. It's going to be Cat securing that as the Chain Frost comes out. Is it going to bounce through back? One more bounce, it does take down YSK. Secures the kill on 4DR. As Leposa takes down, gets a triple kill, may even go for a quad. Or may just run herself away to safety as the Fisher is there as her Enchant Totem. Can't get us in range with the Plasma Field. And Enchantress gets taken down. So a 3 for 3. Not the worst trade in the world. Continuum still up there, 12 to 8 kills. And now Anti-Mage. 40 minutes in, was delayed a little bit with that kill, but only about 250 gold away from finishing up the full Battle Fury. So it is a bit delayed. It's probably going to be a 15-minute, 15 and a half Battle Fury, but not the worst in the world. Meanwhile, 4DR going for that Gale, going for the Veil even to use the Gale, I should say. YSK being spotted up by Leposa, got the Dark Troll Summer as well, so for that net, just to keep him locked down. And it looks like they want to make another move in the mid lane. They take down the Earthshaker. Bounty Hunter, is he going to be able to get himself away? Dust is popped, so Ghost Walk isn't going to be effective just yet. Needs to wait for the dust to wear off, and the Plasma Heal comes in. YSK, another track onto Cat, but it looks like they are going to be able to take him down. One more right click from the Razor. Could be body blocked up by the Lich. And doesn't matter as Bounty Hunter tries to dance himself back. But again, just buying a little bit of time for 4DR to set up these Plague Wards in the mid lane and put the pressure onto the tier 2 tower. Anti-Mage got himself the full Battle Fury. As the rotation is coming in, 3 heroes smoked up as Anti-Mage TPs himself out, gets himself out just in time because of a really deep ward. And now with these heroes down there looking for the Anti-Mage, it does create a little bit of space for the Enchantress to roam up, look to do a little bit of damage. Actually, the Ice Path is just a bit short. But Hijack drums popped and it looks like Leposa. No, it just throws out his Nature's Attendants. And this tier 2 tower is going to take a dive. Mid lane though. Venomancer throws out the Poison Nova, force-stabs himself out, the Chain Frost bouncing around, it does take down 4DR though. And now the Bounty Hunter can't get himself away. Rhea picks up a kill as Cat picks up the kill onto the Venomancer. I saw an Echo Slam. Are they going to be able to pick up the Leposa? So the Earthshaker did get taken down. But YSK picks up the return kill, and now Costabile on the Anti-Mage. He's going to start getting a lot of farm with the Battle Fury available to him. Okay, so it looks like Continuum 10 to 16, 5k net worth advantage going the way of SG. And Bounty Hunter once again playing it behind enemy lines. Just looking for whatever rotations he can find, especially while this tier 2 tower is being pressured. Jakiro rotating out. The tier 2 tower is going to start coming under pressure, and with the 3 points into the liquid fire as well now, that's going to make this push. As the Darius Courier does get taken down. No in-game sound. Okay, let's boost that up then, shall we? Hopefully that should be coming through. It looks like they're going to be trying to get a rotation through and a flank as the Force Staff comes out. The Veil is going to be popped there as well, though. It looks like the Venomancer might not be getting himself out. The Poison Gale does, Poison Nova comes over the top, and it looks like the Chain Frost doesn't bounce to anyone as Hijack gets the kill onto the Bounty Hunter, but not before Bounty Hunter can take down Cat. YSK trying to get the TP out. Is there going to be enough damage? Is there a nice path? No! YSK does get the TP out. And now, Jakiro, Enchantress moving themselves back into Roshan, and with Enchantress tanking this up, the slow. Look at Roshan, it's going to be one swing every 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, I see what you mean. It isn't picking up the game sound. Okay, that should have fixed it now, hopefully. If you're watching in-game, you're absolutely fine. You can set your own in-game sounds, but just for the stream, it looks like something was a bit wrong with OBS, so that should be fixed. Meanwhile, Continuum going Bounty Hunter hunting. So Venomous Gale. Just going to slow Raya down a bit, but he does have the Remnant to jump back to.
Yes.
Let's Continuum still on the hunt for the Bounty Hunter. Central going to be able to spot him out, and now the Bounty Hunter is going to take a dive low in blue, securing that kill. 40R. If you take a look at the items, is that going to be... Maybe be building into a pipe later on in the game. On the Bounty Hunter. If he can get himself there at least. Veil used Raya. Going to be taking a lot of damage from the Poison Sting, as well as the Venomous Gale over the top as well, so just does walk himself away. And these Plague Wards are starting to stack up now. Venomancer pulling focus from the other lanes. So it does mean the split push, or at least the pressure on the other lanes can come out as Lolin Blue secures the kill onto Jakiro. Are they going to try and go for something else as the track comes out onto Lolin Blue? There's the Enchant Totem, Cosmeville taking a decent amount of damage. The Mana Void comes out, but it's not enough, and the Chain Frost bounces through onto Illusions only. The wall is going to be there. The Remnant's going to fall. The Aegis is going to be popped as well, so Leposa going to go for this. There's going to be the Poison Nova as well as the Venomous Gale. And Raya, even with that Flame Guard, taking so much damage, walking towards the wall. A couple more right clicks coming out from Leposa is going to secure the kill, and now Cat does get the TP out.
I left my hoof prints in your
Dire's middle
backside.
tower is under attack.
As the Anti-Mage secures the kill onto the Darks here in the mid lane. YSK being tracked and chased down now.
Tis mine.
So 40R with the Plague Wards. Got himself a bit of mana, but 20 mana per Plague Ward. Should be able to push down at least this tier 2 tower. YSK, Plasma Field does come in. There's the Venomous Gale to try and slow this down. But Hijack flanks through from the bottom of the lane. It looks like 40R is going to be trapped out as the Remnants as well as the Searing Chains keep him locked down.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Meanwhile, the top lane is being pushed in
top tower is under attack.
by the Enchantress as well as the Anti-Mage. And that's a tier 3 tower that's going to go down. Bounty Hunter trapped out. There's going to be the Force Staff to get himself into a little bit of safety, but the dust comes out, so he is going to be trapped and tracked up. But Enchantress turns around to help out a teammate and push the Razor back.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
So, Golden Blue, Cat, Hijack. In the mid lane, just looking like they were,
Dire's top
I think it was
shrine.
smoke up here. It looks like... No, just a stack. I suppose with this track they can't get the smoke off just yet. As soon as the track wears off though, the smoke does come out.
Gotcha.
An Ice Path. I think that was just for the creeps, but the Fissure does come out. The Searing Chains on top of that as well. The Veil is going to be popped. There's going to be a Remnant forward. Is there going to be any more lockdown as the Vacuum does come back and they secure the kill onto the Jakiro. But once again, this just creates time and space for Leposa to be pushing out this top lane. And now that the racks are exposed, the TPs need to be on point for Continuum. Otherwise, they are going to slowly start to lose these top lane
Radiant's
racks.
middle tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Dire's top barracks are
And the
under
range
attack.
racks going to be the target of these illusions. And the Frost Blast used, it's an 80-second cooldown.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
And now SG know that's been used, they could potentially look to maybe force out a team fight. While they know at least one ultimate's down.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
And 40R now, going for that Aghanim Scepter. Opting to go straight for the Aghanims instead of going for the Hurricane Pike. May even go back for that later on in the game though, with the fights going as well as they are. May even opt to just keep it on the Force Staff as YSK being chased down Enchantress. There's going to be the surge, but the Ice Path comes through, doesn't really hit onto anyone. Searing Chains, and now Jakiro being locked down. It looks like he's going to try and go for the TP, but Rhea secures the kill before he can get himself away. Veil popped. 40R. Rhea TPs himself away as once again this top lane, the pressure coming out from the Anti-Mage split push. It looks like they're going to try and take a fight as Lone Blue secures the kill to 40R. Anti-Mage secures the top racks. Leposa, 4 staffs. With that Hurricane Pike, just to try and gain a little bit of ground, but it looks like YSK with the speed boost, even with that tracker over the top Leposa, going to be in a lot of trouble.
How about that?
Though it was at the cost of a top lane Rax.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's going to be the dust after the track comes out, so Bounty Hunter needs to be covered with Searing Chains, lock him down. Right clicks are going to be the Anti-Mage. He's going to try and come in and help out the Bounty Hunter as the Eye of the Storm is used. Anti-Mage locked down once again by the Searing Chains. There's going to be the Chain Frost as well as the Vacuum into a Fissure. And no, Anti-Mage with the TP away. Remnants over the top of the Plasma Field does enough to take down the Anti-Mage. And now the Poison Nova. 40R, the right click's coming out, the Enchant Totem. Is the lockdown going to come? I think the Fissure is going to be enough as YSK secures the kill. Enchantress
Radiant structures are fortified.
gets herself to the top lane for a little bit of farm. Don't forget this top lane will be pushing in. And Jakiro hanging around in the jungle as well. Looks like he's going for a Rod of Atos. Maybe just to keep the Ember Spirit locked down. Make sure he can't remnant himself away. Bounty Hunter got himself the Hood of Defiance. And it looks like he's going for a Force Staff of his own now. Enchantress going for the Aggrum Scepter. That's going to make a right click so much more powerful.
Regeneration!
And you can see Continuum 1 couldn't put any pressure, even with 2-3 heroes down on the side of SG. They didn't pick up any objectives, they didn't try and make a push for any of the towers, they just went back, tried to look for a bit of farm while they had space. As SG carry on racking up that 9k net worth advantage. Oh, Bounty Hunter, does he see the courier? Does he try and make a move for this? No, but the Searing Chains are going to be the plasma field as well as that static link of Bounty Hunter. Going to be taken down by YSK.
You can't escape the underscape.
And now Rhea. Going for the Solar Crest. Remnant coming forward, the Slight Fist, the Searing Chains, TP. Is it going to be enough? As the Chain Frost just committed to try and secure the kill onto the Jakiro. YSK was able to pick it up. Costabile looking for the split push. He's got himself the Butterfly as well as the Skull Basher. Having a quietly effective game like anti-mages usually do, bottom lane. But he must have the Echo Slam committed just to keep him locked down with the Enchant Totem, even in the vacuum. And Eye of the Storm. No Aghanim Scepter just yet, so it is only going to be for the heroes as well as the creeps. But as soon as that Aghanim Scepter is up, that's going to be super deadly towards towers.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And finally continue and pick up a tower. Roshan goes down, picked up by the anti-mage. As Enchantress, about 1,000 gold away from having the full Aghanim Scepter.
Gotcha!
Bountiful.
Gold is a great conductor.
And the Bounty Hunter, it's still only level 1 in the track, he is only level 11, so the bonus gold isn't the greatest in the world, but it's still enough that 9k net worth lead advantage. A net worth lead advantage.
Bottom shrine is under attack. Are scanning.
That makes some sense in English, right? As the anti-mage taking down the shrine on the bottom lane, just to make it harder for Continuum to get around the map.
Illusion.
Dire's bottom tower.
Enchantress right clicks the Slider Fist to dodge it out, and the Remnant going back the other way, so Rhea does have the choice. Laposa looks to give up the chase, but the pressure again coming up from the anti-mage. This tier 3 tower could be taken down quite quickly as he blinked himself back. Just the illusions dealing the damage in the tower. Only got 82 health left. And SG are playing the split and distract game pretty great. It's actually wonderful to watch. YSK taking damage from the Venomous Gale as well as that Veil. And anti-mage. Is this going to be the full? It's going to be the full Abyssal Blade coming out on the courier once he can farm up the next 150 gold to finish up the Vanguard. And he's going to completely buy out, wants it for these fights to keep heroes locked down instead of saving for buyback. And this could be SG looking for the death push, looking to finish this game off. Meanwhile, bottom lane, YSK trying to clean this up. Bounty Hunter is there. Force Staff comes forward, the Echo Slam over the top as well. The Fisher Enchant Totem used. Just trying to keep the Venomancer locked down, but he just Force Staff himself away. Now the remnants as well as the Serum Chains. YSK does pick that up with one last right click. But everything committed to try and take down this Venomancer. And an Earthshaker engaging with the Echo Slam. As Cat draws his loop-de-loop plan. So Continuum. What do they do now? They are one game away from dropping down into the losers bracket. Can they stretch this to a game 3? The smoke comes out.
Radiant's
4 heroes
middle
using the
tower
Razor as
under
bait, but the
attack.
Abyssal Blade comes out. There's going to be the Chain Frost and the BKB pop just as the Mana Void does come out, but Anti-Mage picks up the kill onto Cat. And now the kills come flying out Leposa with the double kill, the Ice Path. And it looks like it's just going to keep the Darkseer locked down in time for the Bash to come out. Hijack taken down. And now Leposa, Bounty Hunter trying to chase down the Earthshaker. Right, clicks enchant totem, but there's going to be the blinking from the Anti-Mage. They take down the Earthshaker. Buybacks coming out from 3 heroes. Only Cat not available with the buybacks. Nature's Attendants looking for the heals, but it is now an exposed Rax as the gen is picked up now. On the Ember Spirit, it looks like. Static Link, one more right click, they take down the Bounty Hunter, but now Anti-Mage wants to turn, doesn't have a lot of mana left. The vacuum does come back, the Serum Chains with the Sleight of Fist. Keeping Enchantress locked down, and now Constable does still have the Aegis. So the right clicks come out, but that Eye of the Storm just keeps proccing away at the Anti-Mage, and he does need to be careful. So Constable rotating through the jungle.
Tis mine.
And at this point he's got 27,000 net worth. Sitting right up at the top. In fact, the next closest
Gold for
on
me.
the side of Continuum is Razor, and he's 12,000 behind.
Illusion.
And this is just what Anti-Mages do. They farm absolutely everything. Take all that net worth and just use it to start applying pressure onto the enemy team, which they've done effectively, taking down the top lane of Rax and now the tier 3 tower on the bottom lane. Gonna be making a move in.
Radiant are scanning.
The Radiant scan comes out, they spot out at least the Darks here and the Earthshaker. Though I suppose they don't know how many heroes are there. There's the blink forward, the Abyssal Blade comes over the top as well, and Razor gonna be blown up and taken down by the Anti-Mage. Spots out Hijack now, can he get himself a bash? Blink in 1 second, just content to push out the creep wave. Track comes in, Hijack. Needs to be careful. Gem is available, is that still on? Looks like it was passed over to the Earthshaker. Speaking of Earthshaker, waiting, biding his time as Leposa takes down Cat. In the middle of the base, there goes the Echo Slam into the wall, vacuum combo. But there's Liquid Fire, as well as the Macro Pyro over the top as well. It's just going to be GG cold. And SG take the series 2-0.
Radiant
So SG move themselves on to the winners bracket. Continuum, it's not over for them. They do drop down to the losers bracket, which will, if we take a look at the schedule, will be played later on today, or tomorrow-ish, depending on what time zone you're in. So, that's SG versus Continuum. SG take the series 2-0. Continuum coming through the open qualifiers, so the story's not over for them just yet. Like I say, there is the losers bracket that they can go through. Coming up in about an hour, I do believe. It's going to be Digital Chaos South America versus Guerrilla's Pride. Guerrilla's Pride, another team coming through the open quals. So for now, we're just going to drop the stream, I guess, because it is an hour off. Just drop the stream. We'll be coming back up in about 45 minutes for Digital Chaos versus Guerrillas. I hope to see you then.